Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm very barefaced right now, and as you can guess by the title, today I'm going to be doing my everyday, really simple, really easy makeup. I've managed to narrow down my everyday makeup to 15 products, which may sound like a lot. You could definitely narrow it down even more, but I just like to be extra. So I've managed to find a routine that's really quick, really simple and lightweight on the skin. So if you are like me and those are the 3 things that you really like about makeup, then please keep watching. Or if you just want to see me do my makeup, then also please keep watching. So I like to start with moisturising. I've already done a layer of moisturiser because my skin's been really dry. I put that down to winter. I like to use my aloe vera gel. This has really helped with spots, acne scars and all that jazz. It's helped so much, and it's so nice to use a product that's natural instead of keep putting chemicals on my skin, because I found that really irritated my skin. So going a more natural route with healing my skin is a lot better. So I use this as moisturiser, and I just put this all over really, like you would any moisturiser. Next, I like to use my Botanics All Bright Radiance Balm. This stuff is so good and adds a really nice glow under your makeup. This is really good for this time of year because I find it really hard to add like a more natural looking glow under my makeup without it looking too matte and like too heavy. So I really do like this balm. It was, I think there was like a third off in Boots if you want to go ahead and get it. Also, I really like it because it's vegan and cruelty free. So props to you, Botanics. Right, I just kind of whack this all over. A little bit does go a long way, so be careful. That was my mistake when I first used it, is I just whacked a load on and it made me very bright. I look like the Tin Man out of Wizard of Oz. As you can see, my skin looks a lot more glowy and fresh now after using that, which is exactly the effect that we want. I really like it, and it feels really nice on the skin and smells delicious too. The next product I use is a foundation, so we're now moving on to makeup. The foundation I use is the Ordinary Colours Serum Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. This is from Beauty Bay. I think it was like £5 something, so good. And I really like how lightweight it does feel. It does say that it is a lightweight serum foundation. It also does state that it is not a full coverage foundation. So if you're looking for something that is full coverage, this isn't the one for you. But if you're looking for something really light and really natural just to wear every day, I really recommend this. I am in the shade 2.1p, which is really good because I have, basically they do their foundations for dependent on what skin tone you have. I'm really pink, as you can see. I go really red and I really dislike that, so I always like to go for like a more yellow toned foundation, and I just go ahead and apply this just with a brush. I'm not really a sponge girl, I'm more of a brush girl. Now that that is all blended in, we can move on to concealer. For concealer, I like to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I am in the shade Cool Nude. I really love this concealer. Now, I said I don't really like full coverage, but when it comes to concealing my dark circles, I need something that's a bit more heavy duty, but I don't use too much of it because with this product, again, a little does go a long way. If you have used this, you probably know that it is quite a thick formula, so it's best to be a bit more light-handed with it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got much left, so it's not really giving me an option to use more. I just do like 3 lines under my eyes. This just adds brightness to the center of your face and also helps conceal anything you want to be concealed. I do have a fat spot on my forehead at the minute, so that needs to be hidden. And then I just go ahead and blend all of this in. Yeah. Now that the concealer is all blended in, I go ahead and set all of my face makeup. So I like to go ahead and use the Urban Decay De-Slick powder. This is in translucent. I absolutely love this powder. It honestly does keep your makeup set in place all day without a really heavy feel, which is a blessing, because this is honestly so good and I really do recommend this powder. Okay, that is all set in place and now I look extremely matte. Next I move on to bronzer. I use the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I really do like this bronzer, but I would like to get a new one just because mineral powders like this are not practical when traveling because they just go everywhere. So I'm kind of looking for a compact bronzer. So if any of you know any vegan compact bronzers, leave them down below. And all I do with bronzer is I literally just put it where anyone else would put it. It's just around the perimeters of my face, like try and make me look like I have some chiseled cheekbones on my jawline, down my nose. You know the drill. And that's all I really do with it. Ow. Right on my funny bone. Now that I have finished bronzing, I like to do a little bit of contour. You can obviously miss this step if you're doing like a natural everyday, but I really like to try and, you know. So I use the Sleek Face Contour Kit, and this is in medium 885. This is just like a contour and highlight set. I don't like the highlighter on it, I'm not gonna lie. But I do like the contour shade. So all I do is go in with the same brush, kind of dip into the powder and just contour away. So my camera decided to run out of charge, so I've literally just like paused doing my makeup until my camera's charged, but I'm back. So now I like to move on to my eyebrows. I feel like the eyebrows are such an important, sorry, I feel like I've got something on my eyelash. It's, you know when you can like see something? There we go. So yes, eyebrows. Eyebrows I feel are such an important step to me. Like I literally could not do my makeup without doing my eyebrows. So what I use for my eyebrows is the Be Defined Eyebrow Kit. I am really embarrassed to show this. So this is the eyebrow kit. She's a little bit crusty but still works perfectly. I just really fill them in. There's no particular shape I go for. I just kind of follow my natural arch and stuff and just fill in, because I have a lot of sparse patches in my eyebrows, so I like to just fill it in, make them look a little bit thicker and fuller, and yeah, that's what I do. So once I have filled in my brow, I like to take my spoolie. Now my spoolie's broken, as you can see, so I've got the part that's most important, but I haven't got like the handle on it, so don't judge me. But I like to just brush through all the powder, make sure it's all like evenly distributed through my brows, and then that way it just looks a little bit softer and a little bit more natural. One eyebrow done, on to the next. Next, this is a step that you can very happily skip. I like to use my iconic brow silk. I like to use a like clear brow gel. I get the brow silk and I literally just swirl the clear brow gel into it, because the brow gel already has like moisture to it, and then adding that onto the brow silk, it makes it a lot easier to get the product out and that kind of stuff. So kind of killing time, instead of like spraying a setting spray and doing that, you can just use it straight on this brush. Hope that kind of made sense. But then I just get the clear mascara wand and just brush my brow hairs up. I like this because it just gives a more natural fluffy brow look, which is what I really like. Okay, these are the brows that are now fluffier. Yeah, I just really like the effect it has. But next, I like to use blusher. Don't know why that's so hard for me to say. I use the I Want Candy pink blusher. I really love blusher as a step. I feel like it just levels up your makeup, you know, and it just adds a more like natural tone back into the makeup. So love blusher, especially this shade. I like to just put this basically where I put my contour, but above it slightly, and a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. I also like take it around my hairline just really lightly. Okay, that's one blusher down. The next blush I like to use is the Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher. This is in the shade Candy Queen of Hearts. I'll show you the inside, it's very pretty. I use this blusher more for the glow it gives onto my skin. So I just use the same brush and I just dab it in. And I put this just a little bit higher than we put the blush before. Just so it's like a nice blended gradient up. Face makeup is done. Now all I do is mascara and then lips. So for mascara I use the Primark 3D Lash Effect. I actually really love the Primark mascaras. This is only £2 I believe, and absolute bargain, and so good as well. So I like to use this bad boy on my lashes. And you can like see the difference. My eye just looks so much brighter and alive on this side. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same on this side. And that is mascara done. The next step, again, you can skip this. This is just a personal preference of mine. I have two little freckles. Well, they're kind of like permanent freckles now. I have one on my cheek and one above my lip, which I like to accentuate with my Collections Extreme eyeliner. This is in brown. I would try and focus the camera on it, but it's just not having it. So I literally just add two little friends to my face. I just really like the way it looks. I just don't feel like my makeup's complete without them anymore. Then I do lips. Obviously lip depends on how I'm feeling each day, so there's no like set lip that I do every day. I kind of like to change it up. I think I'm just gonna go for my Fat Lips Chubby Stick. This is in the shade Smacker. I really like this shade. It's just kind of like a autumny, wintry shade, and I just put this all over really. I like lipsticks like this because they're glossy, they're really easy to apply, you don't need a lip liner, they're full coverage. I just really like stuff like this, so easy and simple to use. So that's what I'm going to use today, and this is the finished makeup, guys. So easy, so simple to do. I cannot stress it enough. This is literally how I like my makeup every day. Unless I'm going somewhere fancy, then I kind of, you know, venture into the eyeshadows, but other than that, this is just basically my everyday look. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and it's given you some little tips or some product inspo. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and post notification bell. You know the drill. And until next time, guys, stay groovy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.